for his food. His card declined. I'm telling you guys, there is no way I can make this up. I swear to God, I cannot make this up. I cannot make it up. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Uka, and today we are going to be doing a sit-down video because we're going to be doing a story time. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video, and if you do like this video, any part of this video, make sure to give this channel a thumbs up, this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because we're lit here. This is free. If it's free, why can't you get it? Everybody likes free stuff. Why can't you just subscribe to this channel since it is very free? Like, no one is paying for nothing. You ain't paying for it? Subscribe. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about, we're going to be doing story time about my Tinder date. I don't use, is it Tinder? No, it's not Tinder. I'm going to be doing a story time about my Hinge date from hell. I don't use Hinge anymore. The last time I used it was that time, and then whenever I do have horrible experience, I ended up always deleting it, and then that was the last time I deleted it, and that was a long time ago, like long time ago. So let's get into it. So I was browsing through my Hinge. Actually, I'm going to be telling you about two dates from hell. This is about like around the same time, and then so the number one, I'm going to be telling you guys about this guy. So I don't really use Tinder often. I keep saying Tinder. I don't really use Hinge. So one day I was browsing, swiping right, liking whatever they do, their hats. I was hurting people that I think looks cute, people that what they wrote made sense, people that I would be like, okay, I'll see myself going on a date with. Because of course I don't think anything of it. I just think of, okay, maybe there will be something that will come from this, maybe food, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like I want to go out there because I'm always in my room. I am always keeping to myself, so sometimes I just want to leave the house. And what is the better way to leave the house other than to go eat with a stranger? Obviously that's what I did. So I think I liked this guy first on Hinge, and then he liked me back and he messaged me and he's like, hi, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine, how are you? And then I'm like, oh, I'm okay. And then we started having a conversation. We talked about his job, we talked about my job, we talked about a lot of stuff that are not personal. Of course I'm not gonna go there and start talking about my personal life to a stranger. Though that's for a therapist. If I had a therapist, I'll tell my therapist everything, but no, I'm not going to be talking to a Hinge guy about my life. It's just surface level stuff. So we talked about that, and we talked for about like maybe here and there he'll ask me how I'm doing, oh, how are you feeling with this and that, and I'm just like, it's cool. Well, so yeah, so this guy, he's like, oh, do you want to go on a date? And I'm just like, yeah, I guess we can go. And then he wanted to know what time that I wanted to go on a date. I told him what time I had time, and then he told me what time he had time. So I was like, okay, let's go. We went to this restaurant. In this restaurant, it is an Italian restaurant, so it's like a buffet, but you get everything you want, and then you go pay for it. So I finished. No, actually, the first time I saw him, the first time I looked at his face, because he looked better in the picture. Of course, he looked better in the pictures. Okay, so of course he looked better in the picture. So I saw him and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is never gonna have any conversation with me. You know, I'm someone that don't really like to start a conversation. I need someone to start a conversation, and then I'll take it from there. I'm an introvert. Once we start talking about something important, something serious, I will be the head of the conversation, but to start it, you have to start it. I look at this guy, I'm like, oh, I want to go home, but I can't really do that. So I was like, okay, we're gonna stay here, and I'm gonna sit with this weird guy right here. And I was like, it's like indifference is what I was feeling. I was feeling weird. So we're just talking, oh, how are you, blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, I'm good, blah blah blah. And then he's like, okay, let's go get food. Actually, he was standing there. I'm just like, why are we standing here? Let's just go. And I was like, let's go get food. And we went to get food. We brought our plates, we put everything I wanted. that restaurant was actually bad. So I just got everything I wanted, and I actually, because I didn't know how it worked, he knew how it worked, I didn't know how it worked. I thought like you go eat and then somehow you pay. I don't know what I was thinking. So I went to sit down with my food, and I looked back, he was standing in line. He didn't even say anything to me. I was like, wow, this guy's crazy. He couldn't even call my name and tell me, oh, come here, let's pay. He didn't say that. I was just like, wow, so you couldn't even get my back. I'm right here all alone. You couldn't even get my back. So I was like, I saw he was standing in line. I was like, oh, oops, my bad. I went back and I waited for him to pay. And I waited for him to pay for his food because I was carrying my food. You know, well, before I went to that date, I was like, you know, I don't trust these people. I don't trust these people. I have to make sure I have my money because they go disappoint. So I take my food back, take my ass back there, stand in line behind him. He pays for his food. No, he didn't pay for his food. Hold on. Let me tell you. He tried to pay for his food. His card declined. I'm telling you guys, there is no way I can make this up. I swear to God, I cannot make this up. I cannot make it up. This guy's card declined. And I'm like, oh no. I'm not going to have to pay for his food. At least I'm not going to have to pay for that. And then, by God's grace, he had $20 and the food was less than $20. So he paid for his food. He never even asked me, oh, like, you asked me on a date. You asked me on a date and you expect me to pay for my food? I believe that whoever asks for a date should pay for the food. Whoever, you were sitting down in your room and someone texted you, do you want to go on a date? Let's go on a date. Without them thinking about you. You might be poor, you might not have money, but he decided to make me leave my house and pay for my own food. I was like, he didn't even look back. He just paid and left. He didn't even look back to see if I was fine. I was like, wow. I was so disappointed. I was like, okay, homegirl is not broke. She's not broke. So she went to pay for her food. After she paid for her food, which is me, after I paid for my food, I went to sit down. And he goes, oh, my card has problems sometimes. Sometimes I can't really get it to work. In my head, I can't really get it to work. Because it's a car or it's a bike. Really? It's not a machine. It's just a card. All you have to do is swipe it. If there's no money in it, it's not going to work. I really didn't say this, but this is what I felt. I was just like, in my head, I was like, keep your calm. Keep your calm. You're a good person. Don't yell at him. Like, be nice. Be civil. I sat there. He actually had some conversation, and I was just there having some conversation. In my head, I'm like, oh, this is so boring. I want to go home. I want to go home. So we talked and it wasn't really, I wasn't vibing, and I was like, I had to pay for my food is what I kept thinking. Like, what kind of a guy would make me do that? When you asked me on a date, if I asked you on a date, I wouldn't expect you to pay. And even if you wanted to pay, I'll be like, okay, fine, go ahead and pay. And if I paid and I asked you on a date, I'll be fine paying myself because I asked you. I didn't know if you have money. You don't know if I have money. You asked me. I was just mad the whole time. So when we left, as we're eating, we kept eating, and I had like this tiny food left in my plate. And then this guy asked, and then I'm like, oh, we should go. And he's like, it was like, how many pieces of food in that plate? Like, it was that food, you can't really do anything with it. You can't do anything with it other than put it in the trash. So as I'm getting up, he's like, are you not gonna get a bag to go for that? I'm like, for what? For this? How you gonna I was like, no, I'm just gonna throw it away. I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore. So I threw the food away. In my head, I'm like, wow. And I was just like, okay, let's keep going. And then, because I was the one to be like, let's go, I'm like, we've been here for enough time, let's go. But I was being respectful the whole time. So he's like, okay, yeah, he's like, yeah, it's getting late, let's go. I go outside, we go outside, and he's like, where do you park? I hate when people walk me to my car. for some reason if they are strangers. I want you to go away after I talk to you. I need you to go away. Especially if it's not dark. If it's dark, then I understand it. If it's not dark, I don't want you to walk with me. Like, my car could be dirty. I would probably try to shield you from seeing that or something like that, something of that nature. But he walked me to my car. I don't want to be walked to my car. So he kept walking me to my car. I'm like, and he goes, how's the date? In my head, I'm like, horrible. But I was like, yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed my time so much. I never told him thank you for the date. He didn't pay for it. What is there to thank him for? So I was like, yeah, it was fine. Yeah, it was fine. And he's like, would you like to do this again? I was like, yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be nice. You know, I was trying to be a good person. It'll be nice. We can do it again. And then he kept walking me to my car. And then when I got halfway, I'm like, where did you park? And he was parked, you know, like a block away. Not a block, but he was parked like in front of me. Not literally, but like maybe 4 to 5 cars in front of me. I'm like, okay, it was nice seeing you. You know, it would be nice to see you again, like you said. Bye. Bye now. Bye now. See you again later. Bye. Go away. Go away and stay away. So he's like, okay, that's nice. And then he went. I was like, thank God this is over. I went home, and guess what? This guy texted me. He's like, I enjoyed the date. Let's do this again. I'm like, yeah, totally. And I stopped. I didn't text him again. And he kept texting me, so what would you want to do next? I didn't text him. He's like, would you like to go bowling? In my head, I'm like, so you can make me pay again for the bowling? I didn't reply again. I didn't reply after that. I didn't reply. He kept texting me every single day. And then after, I didn't reply because I'm like, if you're going to make me pay on a first date and your card declined, I'm not going to go with you. I'm not going to go there and pay for myself to bowl. Madness is in your family. I am not going to do that. So I ghosted him because it was just a first date. It was a Hinge date, and I don't care. And that was rude. That is the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you share this video with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.